please. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Face in your face. Face in your face.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Latina Diaspora. Now, for the benefit of those of you who are not familiar with this channel or watching this channel for the first time, what we do here, we discuss issues pertaining to Latinos, really Latinos residing in the United States. I want to let everybody know that I'm currently live on YouTube and Facebook. And the subscriber mode has been enabled, meaning if you're not a subscriber and if you wish to enter a comment in the chat, you need to subscribe to the channel. As always, I want to give a huge welcome and appreciation to all those who have already subscribed to the channel. I also want to give a shout out to all those who follow me on social media, as well as those who allow me to enter in your devices and those who watch from the clouds, including the haters, which I do have. So, what I'm going to ask you to do, if you have not done so, I'm going to ask you to subscribe, like, and set the bell notification to all. So, therefore, whenever I do produce content, you will have the opportunity to catch it live or catch it on the playback. I also have my main channel, which is called Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, where I discuss issues that affect us every day, and we try to find logical solutions, but not everyone uses logic. Okay. So I'm not going to be here long. I'll probably be on, say, anywhere from about 30 to 45 minutes, depending how things go. I do want to state that if anyone's interested, the link to join the panel has been pinned. As always, if I never seen you before, nor have I never heard from you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage to make sure that no one tries to flash anything inappropriate, which will cause the people of YouTube to take down this stream. So tonight I'm going to be talking about gender roles among Latinos. Okay. Now, before we get into the main topic, we're going to have another episode of In My Words. Oh my goodness. What a storm has been created. Now, let me explain to you what I'm talking about. Okay. Now, for those of you who did not see my live last night on Uncommon Sense, nor my short stream that I did on Sunday, I made remarks regarding the ongoing issue between Rashid and Visions of Asia. Okay. Particularly regarding one of the videos which Rashid aired, which Rashid took issue with the fact that Visions of Asia identifies herself as being Black and is a supporter of Tommy Sotomayor. Now, in all fairness, I have never seen his content, okay? Nor do I have any interest in watching his content. I do understand that he is very controversial in the sense that he has spoken allegedly ill will regarding the African American community, particularly when it comes to the female members, and that he's been very controversial, and so partially because of his remarks, he's been removed from YouTube. And then, for reasons that only known to Rashid, she decided to include me in the mix, talking about that I'm trying to be a tether to the African American community. First of all, I do have a great deal of respect to the African American community, but I'm not trying to be a tether because I identify myself as Latino. And for the less educated, Latinos consist of three different cultures, influences. One from Spain, the other from Africa, and the third from the indigenous peoples. So I don't need to be a tether to anyone. Okay. Now, in my video, which was basically a response, I indicated, first of all, Visions have the right to say whatever she wishes, and she has the right to identify herself as she sees fit. I am not going to dispute how Visions or anyone chooses to identify. If Visions wants to identify herself as being black, that's fine. If she wants to identify herself with anything else, that's perfectly fine. What is the issue is that you have certain individuals that try to gatekeep and try to indicate how others should identify themselves. In that same video, I also stated that, and this was friendly advice to Rashid, which is, first of all, uh, don't lose your sleep over it. I mean, whatever Vision said, and um, the fact of the matter is, everyone has the right to produce whatever content that they wish. And I also ask the audience, please not to cast any prejudgments regarding Nasheed's content, unless she asks, please, before you comment, that you examine her content for herself. And I also suggested that anyone that's going to be a YouTube creator needs to develop thick skin. And that if you're unable to do that, then perhaps you should not be on YouTube. Well, the sheet lost it completely, and she proceeded to um, devote quite a bit of content on me, saying the usual, that I am a racist, that and other accusations that she made. Rashid is entitled to her opinion. Okay. And another thing I suggested, if you have an issue, try to resolve it. And if you're not, then don't partake in one's content. Apparently, that was too much for Rashid to deal with. Okay. And she lost it completely. Now, she can dish it out, but she cannot take it. Okay. And she got into a major hissy fit. Okay. And the fact of the matter is, she has had issues not just with me. She had issues with Visions. She had issues with Gigi. She had issues with Multi. And I think now she's had issues with Georgia. Okay. If you keep having issues with other people, that means we're not the ones that have the issue. It is you. It is you. So, I would suggest that Rashid examine herself, okay, and see that the common denominator is that she has issues with multiple people, okay, and start taking accountability for her actions, okay. And of course, with some people, accountability is like kryptonite. Good evening, Irby. Thank you very much for stopping by. And I gotta say is about Irby. He's definitely one of my most faithful mods. Okay. He appears in the chat in just about every ex yes, in every stream that I prepare, whether it be this channel or on my main channel. Okay. So instead of going into a stream for 4 or 5 hours and talking about or beef with everybody, why don't you do the adult thing and try to resolve the issues with visions, or else does you and visions go go your separate ways? Okay, exactly. And look, and this is a thing that people they don't understand. When you decided to devote time during streams talking about how I'm everything but a child of God, all you're doing is you're creating free press for me. And you're bringing more people that are going to come to my channel so they can see for themselves what type of person I am. And what it does, it gives me more subs, it gives me more views. Okay, so it is what it is, but unfortunately, not everyone can think with logic. It's reality. Okay. That's why I call the circus because people act like a bunch of clowns. Okay. So instead of spending 3 or 4 hours on a stream rehashing old issues, some of the issues that may have been 2 or 3 years ago, what about actually producing quality content? What about trying to resolve those issues? Or better yet, if you can't resolve the issue, then go your separate ways. Okay. So I guess Lashi must have been off her meds or whatever, or maybe she's suffering a hot flash or what have you. Whatever is the case, do yourself a favor. Can't help. Okay. And with that being said, we're going to get into the main topic. Now, let me just state for the record that the link to join the panel has been pinned. Should anyone wishes to hit the link and express their opinion regarding the topic at hand, they can do so. Okay. Again, I gotta keep saying this. Okay. If I have never seen you before, if I never heard from you before, I will insist that you come up in the backstage to make sure that no one tries to flash anything inappropriate, which will cause the people of YouTube to take down this stream. And in fact, I'm going to be doing a stream on Thursday regarding the haters. I promise you, I am not going to highlight any hater that I have. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stick with certain characteristics that haters have in common. So what I'm going to do is share my screen, hopefully. Nope. Just give me a moment. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can show it now. Okay. So this is a website where I came across earlier today called Total Wafi. Okay. Okay. And the article is Gender Roles and Family Systems in Hispanic Culture. And it was created on December the 20th of last year. And as you can see, that's looks like a typical family. Looks like this is a dad, the mom. This elder looks like the grandma, or maybe the madrina, which is the godmother, and of course the child. The Hispanic family system is a very complex subject and very difficult to navigate openly. How do we know this? If you're Hispanic, you should know what I mean. An Hispanic family is made up or is based on the male dominant, while female figures do tasks within the home. This is very common in the majority of the Hispanic homes for many years, and even to this day, the man is the man of the home. Before we get into the family system in Hispanic culture, we have to understand where it comes from. The family is the first space of socialization of all people and the environment where we learn how to behave and ultimately from which we extract how we conform as people. In this context, it reflects the way in which we perceive ourselves in a family environment and how we present it abroad. The family has significant influence on this development and everything that forms us. The family is made up of father and mother figure in most cases, known as mother and father. These figures are the first model that we know of, therefore, we tend to acquire and present the same idioms, whether good or bad. The system of the Hispanic household is the following: grandparents and parents are at the top level. You will understand the system if you grew up with grandma like me or watch the Coco movie, you know that grandparents are everything for Hispanic household. The parents, of course, are also at the top of the hierarchy because these are not set rules. The parent usually works without being the primary breadwinner, and the kids are with the grandparents. It's like an unspoken rule. Yes, most Latino families are conservative. That's true. The kids are sons and the daughters. As we see the Hispanic household, that the daughters have more than the sons because they are females. We tend to see females more active in the family system. So we're going to discuss the gender roles. The father is the typical Hispanic household, is the main financial provider. He's the one that works all day. He's not involved in the daily duties around the house except for strength activities. He is the macho alpha or the bigger man. He's the main authority. The moms are most likely to be cariñosas, the one that show more love than dad. The moms are in charge of the food, duties, and around the house, kids, and all the time with them. The main stereotype is that they do not work or do something else because they have to take care of their kids. And then you have the children. The kids' roles most likely follow the dad's steps. Sometimes they help the mom or not, depending on the household. Their main job is to go to school and only take care of their siblings. Now, this is the traditional patriarchal family. The patriarchy in Hispanic families is something that many people still cannot see clearly. Patriarchy means the predominance of the authority exercised by man over a group of people or society. What does it mean? In a family where the patriarchy rules, it is where the man of the house is the one that dictates everything. The macho man is considered the person who must decide above all and must be the authority before the family since he provides something economic or even though through physical abuse. Pediatry is seen in many ways, some very subtle and some not. With this in mind, pediatric can be seen in a family where the boys do nothing while the daughters have to and are forced to help the mother. Or when the son is allowed to go out and be late while the daughters have to arrive on time. The list of examples can go on and on. This leads to an impact on the following generation where they take the family system to other environments. It can be a watershed where the individual can decide or change or not. There is no specific answer to this. We adopted and decided to go ahead with what they gave us or not. We can go from generation to generation carrying machismo and patriarchy behind us, or we can do something different. Whether you're a man or woman, just because you've been raised one way doesn't mean you can't break the cycle. We have made progress. Yes, there are more women entrepreneurs and more stay-at-home dads. We have more men with egalitarian values, but still it is not enough. Breaking the cycle goes beyond everything. It is breaking the imposed social gender and creating something new, something healthy, and something new. And I'm going to park it here. So that kind of gives you an idea regarding the gender roles in the Latino family. Of course, um, it can change and it can evolve. Okay, particularly now that we do see there is, there are families where there are single parents. Okay, and of course we do understand that a woman can become a single parent through many ways. Okay, whether it be the father passes away, or whether through divorce, or perhaps through abandonment. Okay. I happen to hope to believe that to create the most possible outcome to raise children is an environment when you have a positive male role model and a positive female role model. Of course, we have to understand that there are different concepts of family nowadays. First of all, as we stated, we have the traditional nuclear family when you have the father, mother, the kids, and in Latino families, you also have the grandparents. There's also single parent homes, and there's also homes um, where you have same-sex couples functioning in parental roles, and you also have uh, males and females who are cohabitating um, without the benefit of marriage. Many of them will have what's called like a paramour relationship, where they're kind of like function as a married couple without the license. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share one more article. Okay. I'll talk about it, and then if no one hits the panel, I'll stop the wrap it up. Okay, so just give me a moment. And let's see. So the second and final article, which I'm going to share, um, comes from the Pew Research Center. And this article was written 5 months ago, May 14th of this year. And the title of the article is A Majority of Latinos feel pressure to support their families or succeed at work. Expectation to excel at work and do housework, be beautiful and start a family are top pressures. More than half of Latinas say they often feel pressure to provide for their loved ones at home or succeed at their jobs, mirroring the life stressors experienced by women across the United States today. Latinas feel cross pressure in other ways too, as they juggle cultural expectations around gender roles rooted in Latin America and those rooted in the US. Majority of Latinas say that US Hispanic women face pressure to do housework, be beautiful, and start families. Despite these life pressures, 88% of Latinas are either extremely or very satisfied or somewhat satisfied with their family life, and 86% say they are extremely or very or somewhat happy with how things are going in their lives today. So, and on to your right, there is a bar graph of which the choices are extremely, um, as far as the person who felt pressure to succeed, to to succeed, to succeed at work. Um, 16% of Latinos feel pressured extremely often. 22% very often, and 27% sometimes. And then the next question is, they feel pressure to provide care for their children and their families. And you can see 16% of Latinas feel extremely pressured, 40% very often, and sometimes 21%. Okay. At 22.2 million, Latinas account for 70% of all adult women in the US today. The population grew from 5.6 million from 2010 to 2022, the largest increase of any major female racial or ethnic group. Moreover, most Latinas adults have recent immigrant connections, with 77% being immigrants themselves, 50% or having at least one immigrant parent, which is 25%. Some Latinas in the US grew up with the traditional cultural values carried over from Latin America. This can produce pressure from the family or the community to place the needs of others ahead of their own, to be passive or subordinate to others, or be virtuous or chase characteristics related to Banianismo. At the same time, some Latinos feel also pressured to achieve success in their own right in academics or a career. These findings emerged from the Pew Research Center Bilingual National Survey of Latinos conducted from November the 6th to the 19th, 2023 among 5,078 Hispanic adults. The survey explores what is likely to be a Latina in the US. So now we're going to go into some of the pressures that they face. 53% Latinos say they often feel pressure to support their families in some way by caring for children or elderly family members, supporting their family financially, or living close to family. 39% of Latinos say they often feel pressure to be successful in their job or career. Overall, 63% of Latinos say they often feel family pressures to or work pressures. Hispanic men also feel like pressures. About half, 49% of Hispanic men say they often feel pressure to support their family in some way, and 40% say they feel pressure to be successful at work. Overall, 59% of Hispanic men say they often feel pressure from family or work. And here's some graph material. However, Latinas are most likely to say Hispanic women face pressures such as cooking and cleaning at home, being present to others, and starting a family than to say about Hispanic men. Among Latinas, 68% Latinas say Hispanic women face a great deal or fair amount of pressure to cook and clean at home, and compared with 19% say the same is true for Hispanic men. 62% say Hispanic women face pressures to be beautiful and such deep dressing nicely, wearing makeup, or doing their hair and nails. By comparison, 32% of Latinos say Hispanic men face the pressure to be handsome, such as dressing nicely or styling their hair. 56% of Hispanic women face pressures to get married and have children, while 36% say the same thing of Hispanic men. Hispanic men are generally agree that Hispanic women face more pressures than Hispanic men to do things associated with gender roles for women. For example, 57% of Hispanic men say Hispanic women face pressure to cook and clean at home, compared with 18% who say Hispanic men face this pressure. Among Latina adults, those who are US born are more likely than immigrants to say that Hispanic women as a group face pressures to do things tied to idealized gender roles. 66% of US born Latinas say Hispanic women face a great deal or a fair amount of pressure to get married and have children, compared to 47% of Latina immigrants who say US Hispanic women face these pressures. 76% of US born Latinas say Hispanic women in the US face a great deal or a fair amount of pressure to cook and clean at home, compared to 59% of immigrant Latinas. 68% of US born Latinas say Hispanic women face a great deal or fair amount of pressure to be beautiful, compared with 66% of immigrant Latinas. About half of Hispanic women say sexism against women is a problem in different settings, including work and in the entertainment media. Hispanic men are less likely to say so. 52% of Hispanic women say sexism against women is at least somewhat of a big problem in the workplace, compared with 44% of Hispanic men. 48% of Hispanic women say sexism against women is a problem in schools, while 37% of Hispanic men say this. Among English speakers, 50% of Hispanic women say sexism against women is a problem in English language music, compared with 40% of Hispanic men. Among Hispanic adults, 47% of women say sexism against women is a problem in English language movies and TV versus 36% of men. Among Hispanic speakers, 46% of Hispanic women say sexism is a problem in Spanish language movies and TV compared with 36% with Hispanic men. Latinas view on age on pressure, sexism, and harassment. The younger Latinas are more likely than older Latinas to say they often feel pressure to succeed at work or live close to their family. Sexism against women is a big problem in the workplace. That is, they have experienced harassment or discrimination in the past year. So I'm going to park it here. So as we can see here, Latina women have faced their own unique pressures. Okay, on the one hand, they want to succeed in their careers, they want to do well, and at the same time, they're dealing with the pressures of getting married, having a family, and you know um, performing in the traditional female role. In fairness, Latinas do face a lot of pressures, and that what will help is if they can define what they expect and be realistic with those expectations. But with everything going on, I mean, there's certain perspectives, whether it be you are Latinos who were born in the United States as compared to Latinos born from abroad. So let's see here. Um, in some cases, not yes. In some cases, no. I mean, it all depends. I do know for a fact that you do have men who go to Latin American countries for the purposes of trying to find a traditional woman to marry. And we got to keep it real. There are some men that go to Latin America with the sole purpose to smash and get access to the box. Okay, that's something that is a reality. Okay, and one thing as a person that has traveled to several countries in Latin America, um, I would suggest that you try to learn something about the culture over there. Okay, and of course, it does not hurt you to learn Spanish. If you can do that, that's going to help you. That's going to help you in the long run to enjoy your time in Latin America. So, so with that being said, let me just share with you what's going to be the topic for my next stream on my main channel, which is why be hating. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking about individuals that for whatever reason, hey Gigi, thank you very much for stopping by. And this is your first time here on this platform. Thank you very much for stopping by. So, before I forget, let me just state that my friend Golden Goddess has her YouTube channel, which she does talk a lot of topics regarding mixed people and also regarding gossip. So, I'm going to ask that you show some love to her, check out her content, and subscribe to her channel. Um, I gotta say this, Gigi, that this has been a crazy week with who going on and on and on regarding stuff that's been going on forever. But you know what? I mean, what can I mean, what else can I say that has not been said? I mean, basically, I said what needed to say on my main channel, not only yesterday's stream, but on Sunday when I said my little piece, and let's just say it was not well received by one person, and leave it like that. Okay, but it is what it is. But so what I just did, Gigi, I just discussed regarding gender roles within the Latino community. And to be perfectly honest, Latinas, they have a lot of pressure, to deal with. Yes, I agree with you 100%. I mean, certain people, they can talk about you all they want. They can call you everything but a child of God, okay? But heaven forbid that you should say anything to them. They get into a major hissy fit. Oh boy, you know what? You gotta laugh when you think about it. You gotta laugh because when you have certain individuals that go on and on and on, okay, and devote streams that go on for hours talking nothing, okay, and rehashing the same stuff that happened 3, 4 years ago. I mean, it's like all I can say is get a life, please. Get a life. It's embarrassing. Yeah, I agree, Gigi. It is extremely embarrassing. It is embarrassing. But you know what? Oh, I see we have a guest. So let me just state for the record that the views of those who appear on the panel are not necessarily those of the host of the channel. Any attempt to copy the material without the consent of the host is prohibited. By appearing on the call, you waive your rights to your image. Some of the views that people hold may be considered offenses to some viewers. If you do not like the content, you can block the channel. So, good evening, Irby.
What's good, Jose?
How you doing?
Nothing, just chilling. Just wanted to come up on here before you go. I never come up on this channel.
I appreciate it. I mean, I swear the circus is going. It's off the chain.
Oh man, she's going after everybody. Even I'm catching strays.
I mean, look. You know what? She's got. You know what? She's going to lose it again. Well, I'm going to say this, but at this point, whatever. When you have issues with multiple people, they're out to tell you something that they're not the ones that have the issue. It is you, your point of view.
Yep.
I mean, issues with me, you, Gigi, Multi, uh, and other people. Uh-huh. Yeah. I mean, you know, I mean, I swear. All I can say is, bless your heart. If that's how you, if that's how you deal with situation, that's fine. But
That, that's crazy. Did you say that? How like did you comment again?
Irby,
Yeah.
you saw my video that I did on to my stream I did on Sunday. What's your thoughts?
I agree. I agree with everything you say. Like nobody's over here. Everybody has the right to state their own opinions, as long as nobody ain't slandering nobody. Because y'all about other people around here now. When people are like, yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah. Now, when I was I being disrespectful in any way, shape, or form?
No, she has an issue with you because you're Puerto Rican.
You know what? I think she
You're
has an
very
issue.
black. You're very black.
I mean,
Oh my god.
and this is, and you know, this is, and you know, and I actually went on my way to tell people, you know, you know, check out her content before you make your comment. But it's like somehow that got lost, and it, you know, the only thing that resonated in her pea brain is that I actually give her criticism.
I don't know. She don't like you. She don't like. She damn sure don't like Visions of Asia because she's biracial.
I mean, come on. This whole business of trying to, um, gatekeep who you are. I mean, come on. If Visions wants to identify herself as black, let her be black. If she wants to identify herself as mixed, she can be mixed. If she wants to identify herself as Mickey Mouse, let her.
It's not examples because she's defending. When you have other people, not only because she's biracial, because she's defending Tommy. Other people, I've seen other people have defended Tommy. She never ran up on them. But if you're, you know, other, biracial or any other race, it's a problem.
Okay. Well, look, in all fairness, I have never seen his content. Okay. I don't consume his content. Now, I have heard that he was very controversial, so controversial that he lost his YouTube channel.
Yeah, there's a lot of he was attacking. He was attack. He's like Fresh and Fit, but he's more crazy and radical. Where he literally attacks. Think he mixed some manosphere with anti-black women talking points on his channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, like I said, and one thing
okay.
people need to
He's the
understand.
self-hating version of. He's the self-hating version of. He's like the self-hating version of Fresh and Fit.
Wow. This look, one thing we gotta understand, there's some people who don't think of us as their cup of tea. Okay, fine. We're not taking a gun to your head to consume our content.
Yeah, but people just like to be angry. People like to click on people's content they don't like just to get angry.
Yes.
It's just crazy to me. She was saying she watches your channel and she was attacking who last night on who was in your chat. I'm like, what? You attacking you over here cloud watching people's channels you don't like? All of them do that shit.
See, that's why I said what I said. Okay. If you don't like a person's content, don't consume it. I mean, literally, there are hundreds of thousands of YouTube creators out there that you can consume and you can watch than to be hate watching someone else's content.
Yep.
But you know what's the problem, Irby, that makes too much sense?
People just want to be angry.
Yes. So you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna have a uh who is gonna have a connection fit. You know who is going to have to do another stream and then she's going to get her, and this person get butthurt because of whatever. Oh, don't forget, I'm a tether to the African American community.
You say, Jose?
I say, according to her, I'm a tether to the African American community.
Damn, Jose, we everything. Damn, you're a tether. I'm a, I'm a, I'm a
Okay,
simp. I'm a
okay.
simp. Oh yes, and we're incels now. I just heard we're incels now.
Oh, that's old. That's old.
Oh,
I mean,
well, that's new to me. I ain't never heard the incel one. Blackmail divestors now. Oh man.
look. Okay, let me just give you a rundown of what's been said about me. I have an STD. I don't practice dental hygiene. I'm broke. I'm senile. I'm white. I'm demented. I'm lonely. No one loves me.
Gigi asked her, "Did you read her? Did you read the comment?"
Yeah, something about Spencer monitoring spirits. Oh, wait a minute.
This is cool. Ain't she supposed to be decentering men? Hold on,
Oh
you
boy.
can't be love. You can't be leveling up and decentering men at the same time.
Well,
And in
I
the
have a
and in the past, she was perform. I ain't forget that. In the past, like a year ago, she was promoting the 4B, 3B movement, whatever the fuck that is.
yes, but I have a new nickname for Exoticals United, which is chameleon disoriented.
You know the circus, Jose.
Yeah, what can I say? The circus is alive and unwell. I mean,
Golden days of our lives.
you know, in 2 years, we're gonna laugh about all this, okay? And then it's gonna be like there are actually people that actually spend their time doing this crap.
Yep.
And but I swear, I mean, no, you know who lost it completely this week? Irby, you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Jose. About to get
Okay.
off in a couple of minutes.
Okay. Oh, I forgot. You're using your Obama phone to get on.
Jose, stop playing. I just having my door down.
No, but so what do you think about the topic regarding gender roles among Latinos?
Oh yeah, I see most of from the Latinos I've been around with. Most of them are conservative. Most of them are very male oriented, very patriarchy, very patriarchal.
Yeah. Of course,
Okay.
feminism is slowly or surely is coming to our community, and
Yeah, certain Hispanic community. I'm gonna say. I mean, it's probably already there amongst the Puerto Ricans and the Dominicans, but maybe not so much in those Central America countries like Honduras and Nicaragua and El Salvador. They got a huge femicide thing going on over there.
yeah. But you know what? I think it's more has to do with the Latinos that were born here in the United States, particularly Latinos who are like first generation, second generation, third generation. I mean, basically, they're basically they're more or less Americanized to a certain extent.
Yeah, yeah, some, but yeah, but Cubans here in Florida, the Cuban Americans, they still relatively conservative. The first gens, people that was born here, the kids, is still a little conservative, but they lean libertarian.
Yeah, okay, well, you know what? The Cubans, they're like their own separate community when you think about it.
Well, not the young ones. I'm not talking about the older ones. Yeah, they still conservative.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Now, I know you're getting sick and tired of hearing this question, but when you're going to create your own content?
I don't know, Jose. I don't know. Maybe should I be anonymous? Should I be show my face? Cause they done fucked up they done messed up the whole being anonymous now.
See, that's why I call EU communion disoriented. But I gotta watch EU stream regarding you know who.
Well, these people and they're already throwing me over here in the street in the crosshairs. They tried to fake dox me before, so
But you know what's the crazy part, Ruby? All this started because you know who decided to fire the first salvo. Okay, I have not said jack about her. Okay, the last time I said anything about her was that I do not care for her content. Okay, and that is not my cup of tea. That's all.
but people get butthurt over. I'm talking about they pick and choose who they want to fight with. I'm telling you, like, if you look a certain way, they get triggered.
Yeah, that is true. I'm not gonna lie. That is true. But anything else you want to share? Because I know your battery is running low.
No, Jose, my battery's not running low. I'm just waiting on my DoorDash.
What did you order? If you don't mind me asking.
McDonald's.
You mean you know what? No, let me not say anything. I mean, come on. If you go to order that, you could have done better than Mickey D's. I mean,
I don't know, Jose. It's something about McDonald's. Uh, Something about McDonald's. I like McDonald's, Jose.
what? The chicken nuggets or the Big Mac or the fillet of
The
fish?
fries, the Big Mac. My parents fucked me up when I was younger. That's all my pops shit. They used to work a lot when I was younger, and all the time, majority of the time, they just throw when they pick me up from school, they just throw a McDonald's and just throw it at me.
Oh my goodness. You know, when I order DoorDash,
It's just lucky I never had a fast metabolism, right? So I never got fat or anything. Well, even though that's not a good thing to say around these three YouTube streams.
oh, forget it. Particularly with the fat fried people. Oh, and also, you know who made remarks regarding Lashid comments regarding the obese people.
What? What you said?
I say, you know, remarks were made regarding visions being very critical regarding people who are obese.
Oh yeah, that's what she got butthurt about the most, I think.
Yeah, particularly when I said, well, you know what? No one took a gun to my head and forced me to eat food to excess. I did it. And that's why I gained the weight. That's how come I became morbidly obese. And that's why I've been trying to deal with this issue all my life.
Yep,
But accountability is kryptonite with these people today.
exactly. Like, to be fair, if I get big one day from eating all Big Macs and all fast food, I don't got nobody to blame but myself.
Yeah, I get it.
Shit. I even got my brother and my sister-in-law, they like fitness people. They be trying to get me in the gym and lift weights and shit. They be telling me, I be saying, nah, you sound too lazy.
Well, I mean, look, I mean, you can take walks every day. I mean, that's a good form of physical activity. I mean, and particularly if when the weather is not too bad.
Yep.
Well, in any case, I'm gonna start to wrap this up because I'm only planning to be here for an hour. Any last remarks?
Just keep doing you, Jose. You know the circus will be the circus. Just another day on YouTube.
Yes, it's another day. In these the days of our lives here in these YouTube streets.
Yeah. Probably be another street tomorrow. They probably cloud watching us right now.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. I wonder what would be the new accusation that would be made against us.
I don't know. The new accusation probably is I'm looking for dates. I heard that.
Oh no, that you're too cheap to get any decent food.
Oh yeah.
Well, in any case, in
Yeah.
any case, thank you.
All right, Jose.
All right, take care. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna wrap this up. The fact of the matter is this was a good stream, and I just want to give you some highlight regarding the generals in within the Latino community and some of the issues that we have to deal with. So, and of course, generals are changing, particularly depending whether you've been in the U.S. a generation or two or just arriving. So, as always, a huge shout out to those who appear on the chat. Huge shout out for Irby for stopping by. And I will be live on Thursday at 9:30, where I'm going to be talking about the topic, why be hating? So I'm going to be talking about those who, for whatever reason, hate certain YouTube creators. Now, I promise you, I am not going to mention any names. I am just simply going to give characteristics, okay? And of course, the mentally and intellectually challenged will be butthurt again because they will think that I'm talking about them. And all I'm going to say is the following: if it doesn't apply, let it fly. So, with that being said, uh, playback gang, do your thing, make a comment, give a like, or perhaps subscribe to the channel. So, with that being said, I'm going to say good night. Enjoy your day tomorrow, and we will talk again sometime next week on this channel, or hopefully Thursday on my main channel. So take care, good night, and peace.
Be strong.